Welcome back once again to Sports Zone. Back again to you, Bilal, Jamal, one of you. I keep forgetting who was the last man answering. Anyhow, let's talk about difficulties here, Jamal. Difficulties that you faced during this process, and still you have some obstacles you think that might hinder your ambitions to develop such academy in the ground.
I think the biggest challenge and difficulty we've had was the first one was finding an adequate facility, a school, a club, land. There's nothing open for someone with an idea like ours, where we can come in, use the land, use the facility, and launch our program. This has been the biggest challenge that we've had. I think the second biggest challenge we've had was just really getting the market used to something like this. This is, a new idea, a new industry, a new everything for them. So, getting the communities and getting them into our facility, getting them into the Kingdom schools and saying, wow, okay, we can do something here. Those have been the two biggest challenges, just finding the place and getting the people adjusted and accustomed to what MESA has to offer.
Okay. Bilal, talking about also the cooperation that you have. You mentioned that you have seek some help of the coaches from different countries. Do you have any kind of cooperation with international agencies concerning academies here or abroad? Or you think that with your facility you are actually happy with what you have, and later on you might expand to such a cooperation?
Yes. We're actually a small branch of a bigger entity that exists in America. MESA is a sports company that is established in America. We have partnerships with people who work with the NBA. We have partnerships with people who work directly with FIFA. We have partnerships with people, in the tennis field and other fields that are professionals at a higher level than we are. We're just the ground workers in Saudi Arabia working for the Middle East because this is our country. We're also pretty well connected here. Some of my little buddies are here and working and helping us and participating with us. One is Prince Sultan bin Abdullah. He's been a big support and coming out to support some of our events. He even played dodgeball with us and got hit and he had to get out, which was the first time that ever happened to him. And I also hit him in the face with a water balloon as well. So we just look to work with any and all people who have the same vision as we have, because we're not in this thing for business or for money. We're in this to really help to develop the youth, which without sports, they can easily destroy things. They have to use the energy in a positive way, and that's why we are doing what we're doing.
Jamal, also I would like to ask you about the programs that you are conducting. To what extent you think it's actually fruitful, these programs, and how do you evaluate if you are on the right track or not, and what kind of tools that you are actually use as a benchmark for the progress of these, the benefits or the progress of what you are doing so far?
And looking at the need is what alternative do the kids have here? Internet, PlayStation, driving around the streets all crazy, crashing into each other. They can't go to the malls. They can't. There's a lot of things that they can't do. Okay. So youth get very frustrated. They get very bored. There's only so much that they can do. So as Coach Bilal was saying, we have to channel that energy into the right areas, and this is what we're offering here. So in terms of the fruitfulness of our programs, it's easily measurable. Now, looking at our programs, we pretty much assess them based on the reaction of the kids at this point, because they're not going into any of our full academy programs where we have to really evaluate their skill and what they're doing. Right now, we're just leveraging. Are they active? Are they participating in our fitness programs? Are they participating in the games themselves? As long as they're doing that, having a good time, having positive behavior, and giving us positive feedback, the programs are successful.
So do you feel is there any tangible signs that they are improving in terms of performing, in terms of their bodies is improving and so on?
I would say absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
We have kids that started off on one level of an athletic ability, and now they're at a whole nother level. Some kids can jump higher, they run faster, their bodies are getting stronger, they're getting more confident, which is another huge thing that we can measure just in terms of them coming and socializing with different people.
Right.
You know, some kids came there quiet as a mouse. Now you can't stop them from talking. You know, so this is what we're trying.
Last week we had Fahad, who came and played basketball with a bunch of American kids, and Fahad is a diehard football guy. And then we looked up, Fahad's on the basketball court making jump shots and going to the hole. So we were surprised, and that itself is a measure for us.
Right,
You know.
yeah, you can. Now we're going to move to another report concerning our Premier League, and after that we're going to continue with our guests. Welcome back to Sports Zone. We were talking about development, we were talking about concept programs and development of those youngsters. Now we're going to talk about money. Money, as you know, is the backbone of any project, regardless if it's sport or other walk of life. Let's talk about your programs and usually who's supporting you financially.
Pretty much the two guys you're looking at right now.
All right, man, you're rich. Guys, you're rich.
I wish. You know, it's coming a lot out of our pockets, but we're self-funded. Most programs like this, for example, in the States, they're funded by either sponsorships or the government.
Right.
They fund the program completely because it's for the youth. So we're looking to expand in the near future and to look at other options because we can't keep coming out of our pocket.
Have you approached some of the private sector trying to just actually have a good sponsorship for your programs?
We're in the process of putting things together to approach those sponsors and people for that.
Okay. And do you think that what you have in the ground is actually very convincing for any private sector to come and join you in this venture?
Honestly, I think if you look into the reach, then I think that anyone will be excited to join us in this venture because we, like I said, we have reach into America, into the UK, pretty much anywhere in the world. We can get the top athletes, coaches, anyone here to train and to develop these kids. Plus, we already have a relationship with the kids, so we're, like I said, we're the ground workers. So we can hit it from both sides.
Okay, let's talk about the media role here. As you know, that the media is very important for sports. If we're just talking sport in general, I mean in particular here, media is very important here. You, from your experience, do you think that the media is actually shouldering this, their responsibility toward the grassroots sport programs? They give them the right support they needed? Or you think they're concentrating in certain area and they're trying to forgetting about the main things? To me, the grassroots is the backbone. And we do not give them the right focus, to be honest. I'm a columnist, a sport columnist, and I know, and I've been, seeing and watching what's the progress in this regard. I don't see that much focus in this grassroots. So how do you see it yourself?
I think at this point, the focus is not there because the money is not there. You know, at the end of the day, media is a business. You have to go where the dollars are. All the dollars in this country are in football, and that's at the club level. The sponsors are there. You got to go there to get press coverage and to be visible and to get the money from the sponsors and so on and so forth. But if we want to keep that high level, the professional level, the Olympic level, operating at such a high level, you have to go down and support the youth. That means establish interscholastic programs, intercollegiate programs, all the way starting from the KG1 all the way on up, because this will make the top levels a lot better and make your job a lot easier, because sports is an industry. Right. If you go to America, you go to anywhere in the West, you go to anywhere around the world, you see it's an industry in different sports: football, basketball, volleyball, at all levels, professional, Olympic, collegiate, interscholastic. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. There's no reason why Saudi Arabia, the largest country in the Middle East, cannot be the same. You know, you have talented, gifted athletes, but you have to have the right coaches, the right facilities, the right opportunities to support these kids, support them and support the programs. But it takes money, it takes effort, it takes the right people who are dedicated to this cause. And at that time, when you have all these things in place, media will be the last thing we have to worry about because they'd cover it because everything is in place there.
Bilal, sometimes they're saying you have to go approach media. You do not wait for the media to come, especially at the beginning here. Do you have a plan to actually expose more through the media, at least to show them what you have?
Absolutely. That's one of the reasons why we're here today, to expose what we're doing, because it makes our jobs a lot easier. Because we've been doing a lot of, like I said, on the ground work, going word of mouth advertising, which is effective, but it's nowhere near as effective as to make us more publicly known by the people. And we're looking to be more publicly known because we're a public company. We're open. Our doors are open for anyone and everyone from all ages, starting from ages 5 years old up until 90 years old. You know, we have 80-year-old guys swimming in our pool, you know, at the criminal school. So we, it's open for us.
Yeah.
Okay. We're still in the Premier League. Now we're going to see another report concerning the Premier League, and after that we're going to come to the last actually report of our program for tonight.